frickin' vaccine in the middle. Well, I'm not going to bother until I'm finished with the orbital lasers anyways. I'm not going to build the fleet carrier. And besides, even after building the fleet carrier, I'm going to need a ton more fighters, because the thing can hold 35 fighters. It just has that much capacity. It's like 1,050 tons or something. Not 1,050. It's plenty. Orbital laser. Yes. Yes to orbital lasers. Okay, let's finish filling up storage. And we'll continue building these. Itchy ear. Just keep building orbital lasers. Yeah, you see, there's not a lot to say after a point. Let's see, how many do we have? We have 12. I could probably build that fleet carrier now, but... well... the fleet carrier is incapable of having cargo. That is to say, it's incapable of having resources as cargo. It can only have equipment. You'd think it could only ever have... wait, what did that say? Just orbital laser. Complete. Okay. Okay, how many do we have now? We have 16. Now that's supposed to be the maximum. Now watch. Orbital laser. Okay, now we'll go and look here and it says storage bays full. A metaship. Have an orbital laser. And an orbital laser gets finished. Now, we will offload all of these. And now, we have 77 orbital lasers. 77 orbital lasers. That's enough for, what is it, like 231 to 770 ships, because they destroy 3 to 10 per use. Okay, now we have over 10,000 iron. We have plenty to make a fleet carrier. We do not have enough titanium. We do not have enough... How much titanium do we need? 4750. We have 4631. It's going to take us only a few days. Okay. Fine. Be that way. How about Venus colony under attack? Alright, they're dead. Let's take a look here. 4824. Stock transfer, insufficient power. Look at that. We have 74 titanium now and 572 iron. We have very little of everything, but turn that off. And we're now building it. There it is. Doesn't look like much, does it? It's going to take a little while to build. just gotta let the planets go in a circle. And there it is. The fleet carrier. I shall call you. Oh, it does have a capacity of 1050. Well, let's crew you first. And now you shall be called Death 666. Why? Because that was the name of a Korra marauder from... Or was it a marauder? Korra... Murderer? I don't know. From Star Control 2. That was the name of a captain from it. So we're going to name it after that. And it can hold fighters. It can hold tons of them. And I do mean tons of them. Let's see. It can hold 30 fighters, not 35. So all I have to do is build a ton of fighters. At least 30. Yeah, so this is going to take a little while. Again. Especially since we're not doing anything else. Whoops. I mean, at this point, I can start building up the reserves so that I have, what is it, I can hold, 112 extra fighters. Oh my gosh. I've run out of titanium. I have totally run out of titanium. That's funny. Okay, that should be good enough while I... Hang on, let me see something. Venus has 862 units of titanium, and Mercury has plenty. All three of you, get going. The Defiant goes to Mercury. Freighter goes to Venus. Storage goes to Mercury. Let's see, freighter. Whoops, not that. This. Pick up all of their titanium. Not even going to wait for a full load, because this is kind of an emergency. They need more titanium. Storage and Defiant. To Mercury. Daggone it. You see that said reserved, and they hadn't quite landed yet. Why are they delayed? Okay, thank you. Alright, and this will service us. Should be enough for everything. Yeah. To the moon! Everybody reached the moon at the same time. Storage. Thank you. Do not dump your cargo. Auto. And suddenly we have plenty. Daggone it! Why do I keep doing that? Okay, now you're down here. Alright. And now I have plenty of titanium. Lighter. Question. I've built 9 of them. technically, if I were to go load up and then send this thing to where I need it to go, I would, it would be a little bit quicker. But I'm going to just keep building fighters until we are at the closest orbit to where I'm sending it. So yeah, we might wind up with a ton of fighters before this is over. Especially since this is only going like 5 to 7 days at a time. Ah. You know, I have to wonder something. In that log thing, when it counts how much population you have total, does it count population in vehicles? Mercury colony under attack. Okay, they're dead. It's nice for breaking up the monotony. Okay. How many do I have now? 46. It's just going to take a long time to get around to where I'm going. Probably will have 70 fighters by the time I get there. Not that it makes a difference. That's just as well. If I really, really wanted to... Oh. Our resources are off. Well, gee, I wonder. It just now occurred to me that our resources were off the whole time. So when I was building all those fighters, I wasn't rebuilding my supplies. That was great. Really smart, me. Way to go, me. Let's see, fighter. What did I build? I built an orbital laser, didn't I? Whatever. I won't have the ability to finish that probably, so it's going to be sitting there at yellow. Are we close? We're just not close enough. I don't know how accurate this is. The planet's rotating and all. If we were to go out to the outer system, they don't barely move. Like, I think Jupiter moved a little bit. I mean, it is a simulation. It is precisely what it is. The whole point is that it simulates things. So, let's see. We'll just keep doing this. Maybe we'll hit 99 before then. I don't know. When do we have? 67. Should probably just do this now. Nah, maybe I'll just keep going. Might as well. They can build more while I'm, forget it. 30 fighters. Go. Go, Death 666, to Mars! It's gonna take you 27 days. Death 666 under attack. It's reached Mars. Launch the fleet. They only have 16 fighters defending the base. Ooh, they destroyed one of us. Okay. Back to the moon. And that's a wrap on them. Commendation to the people of the moon and their bold commander. Yep, they've surrendered. Gridlock, last of the Martians, bow down to you. So yeah. Yeah, he is past his expiration date, and, are we still building? Yes, we are. Still building fighters. Now, we have no fear of being attacked anymore, anywhere. For that matter, I could go pull back all of my old fighters from the other bases, but I think I'll leave them there, because I'm paranoid. Yeah, that's it. I'm just paranoid. Alright, you've reached the moon. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Daggone it. Still not there. It's been hours, and you're still not there. Okay. It said 45 minutes, right? Right? Okay. Load one more fighter onto you. Load 28 fighters onto you. Load 20 fighters onto you, but we'll need 8 more. I'll just keep building fighters. Now, obviously, well, here's the thing. They require us to build a base on Mars. We basically have to, we're basically being asked to colonize Mars. And of course, before we can colonize Mars, you have to send a probe to it. You might as well send probes to the 2 planets, or the 2 moons as well. Phobos and Deimos. But they're going to be insignificant little balls of mud. Rock. Whatever. I'm busy building fighters. Okay, I'll take a break from fighters. We shall build 3 probes. You probe. Hey, probe. You go to Mars. Launch. Probe. Daggone it, I missed it again. You go to Phobos. Probe. You go to Deimos. Back to building fighters. Whoops, Mars is there. And we can build new fighters. Also, just to make sure, let us go over here, and we will start on Mars. Phobos, orbit achieved. Mars, life form, Martian. They have silver there, and that's about it. Demos. Did we build a fighter? Yes. Phobos. Unusable satellite, an insignificant little piece of rock. Certainly not worth building a colony for such small rewards. I've seen that description on other pieces of rock. So anyways, here's where we have to build another base, because we have to basically plant our flag over top of theirs. And it would be nice if we had a ton of fighters already before we did that. Not that it makes a difference, because we have what do you want to say? We have all those orbital lasers, but it's nice to have a backup plan, you know, in case it's taking too long to use all the orbital lasers, because there's probably only time to use like 50 of them. Building more fighters. Ah. How are we doing on the resources? Yeah, see, we usually can build, get more than enough titanium to build another fighter after the first one gets done, but I had it turned off. Okay. Let's see something here. We've got 23. Okay, we've got 23 there. You can hold 8 more. So that's a total of 90... No, not 90. 86 we have in storage there. 86. So that's 101 total fighters so far. Which is less than half of what we have total, if I have my way. It'll just take a while. This game had a sequel, if you can believe that. Might as well. While we're relatively close to Mars. It'll take 7 days. You might be wondering, hey, why aren't you giving it any resources or giving it any fighters or a solar generator, you know? Well, it's not necessary. Mars colony established. That's what a Martian looks like. Kinda like this guy right here. Well, no, not really. So, yeah, output is 36. It would need a Mark II in order to operate this. But we don't really need resources that badly. So it doesn't really make a difference. So while we're building fighters... Seriously, this isn't going to take too long. for the next event to happen. There we go. Mars Colony Commander informs us he has discovered an amazing design for a terraformer in the Martian's old computer. So basically we're raiding their information stores. It would accelerate the stabilizing process on Earth to such a degree that recolonization, with an S, would be possible within a few years. Initial estimations of the machine's mass are worrying. Yes, you'll see why after you see supplementary. Anyways, we have something new just to research. How many members? We have 10 now. Yeah, this could have been so much better streamlined, but whatever. Yeah, so this research is taking forever. But I guess that makes sense. They give us the designs, but we actually have to figure out how to make it. Wow, it's taking a long, long time. Ah, Terraformer research complete. It requires 35 silver. I'm surprised. Well, I guess that means I'm going to be... It needs 590 titanium, which is okay. Everything else, copper, silver, chromium, platinum, uranium, those are things that we can't make ourselves, or we can't... well, hang on. Go. Metaship. Go to Venus. Let me make sure Venus was the closest. Yes, it is. Anyways, we're in the middle of building fighters. We can't build a terraformer without 35 more. So I guess I need a... I guess I misjudged that. I need an extra 35 units of silver. Back to the moon! Well, let's see something. Alright, fighting done. Build it again. Metaship has reached us. Good for more than just medicine. Okay. So, yeah. Oops. So that's plenty. The power requirements aren't that bad, but it is 1,060 tons. Whoops. Let's take a look at that again. 1,060 tons. This thing has a capacity of 1,050. So do the math. Production is still going. Now the next event won't happen until the terraformer is completed, and we're in the middle of researching something else. So I can build... How many do I have now? 27. Let's build 3 more. Well, hang on. Let me see something here. We have 27. 28. So these are all filled up, basically. We have 112 total between all of them. You can hold one. 113, and we have 13 there. So let's build until we have 37. That way we'll have an even 150. 150 will be a good number. We don't need to max out. Yeah. Oops. Okay, let's see here. Sorry about that. Something grabbed my attention. How many? Another 19. So yeah, we should be pretty well on par for my best time. Something here. 25, so 12 more. Almost there. Probably be the end of July by the time we're done. Let's see. Yeah, maybe the middle of July. Dun, 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 dun. 4 left. Left. 2 left. 1 left. Alright, there we go. 37 if I were to unload everything. 66, 94, 122. Oh, interesting. I was off. Huh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, 152 we have. Let us build this terraformer. And that is what it looks like. That is a terraformer. I don't know how, but it is. Every time I think of a terraformer, that is the image that I get right there. So we'll build this thing. It'll take a little while. We'll just advance the day until it gets finished. Beginning of September, maybe, or something. Terraformer is done. Oh, look. Last day of August. So production is complete. We have a terraformer now. We can't pick it up. That is problematic. So we'll start building well, okay, we can't build fighters again. Not unless we pick up all of our old fighters. Maybe I should have thought of that. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them all up. So there's a slight problem. We have a terraformer, but we can't get it to Earth. We don't have a method. Ah, but here we go. So our head of research is apparently not a dimwit, and says that it might be possible to convert the fleet carrier. heavy-duty freighter carrying a Terraformer. So yeah, he needs to design it, because he hasn't done that, so maybe he is a total idiot. But, he warns the extra mass would prevent it from taking off again. Which it makes sense. It's not like it's going to a hangar. It would be landing on a vehicle. It would be landing on a planet itself. So in transportation, we have the Juggernaut. So yeah, we're building fighters. Now that we're researching this Juggernaut, there's one last, well, there's one more event. Okay, there's another event. that will trigger once it's partway done. But it's going to take a very long time. Okay, maybe it's almost done. Juggernaut research is complete. It only requires 200 kilowatts, but it needs one fleet carrier to build it. They did say they were going to convert it. We're almost done with this fighter, so let's build the fighter. Okay, I guess it's not the research, but the building. So if we transfer our fleet carrier... Aww. It's gone. But that's okay. 43... Aw, it's gone. It also took all of our fighters that it had. Aw, that's too bad. We just lost 30 fighters. And it's not like I saved, so whatever. Okay, 2 days into building this thing. And Titania Colony Commander. Wow, that's a long time away. Titania Colony Commander must be losing her memory. We all know the Martians were destroyed months ago, yet she insists there was an armada of fleet carriers, loitering in a distant orbit. Really, in a distant orbit of Titania. If what she claims is true, then either their armada left Mars before we attacked, or they have another base, so far undetected. No further reports from any other colonies. She must be mistaken. She must be mistaken. Moon colony under attack! Oops, not that. Here we go. Tracking 236. Let's get our orbital lasers on this. Immediately. And this is why we built all these. They only destroyed 3 targets, but they can destroy up to 10. So yeah. We don't have a lot of time here. We mostly just want to get them below 100, hopefully. If we can get them below 100, then we should have the advantage. So we'll just keep doing this. It'll just take a while. This is the culmination. This is like the final boss of the game, basically. And if you are unprepared, if after you destroy the Mars base and recolonize over top of them, you have this idea that you are safe, the idea is in fact that no, you are not safe. You are screwed. So basically, now, technically, it doesn't matter. The game goes on if they manage to attack. They just go away, as far as I know, and will never return if they manage to attack the moon base. And it does take them quite a while to get here. You know, it just... Like I said, just get them under 100, and we have, like, what, 129? I think. 128? Something like that. So we should be able to take them on, even with even odds. And we might not even be able to use 50 of these before we get to that point. Honestly, we have enough orbital lasers to destroy them. Easily. Even if we only ever destroyed 3 at a time. It's just... you know... But it's nice when we destroy 9 or 10 of them at a time. I don't know how it chooses how many, if it's just a random number generator or what. But you see that they're taking forever to move. And it does take quite a while. If you're unprepared, you might just sit there. If you're unprepared, then I feel sorry for you. See, we could have gone now if I had salvaged those 30 fighters, but no, I kind of forgot to pull them out first. That was my fault. I shouldn't have forgot. Ooh, we got 10 of them that time. Now, they are going to... I can't point to it, but I guess the actual base on the moon is on the south side, the very bottom portion, because they don't actually, attack until they get down there. And as far as I know, it's actually impossible to fully lose this game. It really is. We now have more fighters than they do. But like I said, I'm going to get them under 100. So I'll probably go until I have only 40 orbital lasers left. I really only needed 37, I think. Oh wow, that was nice. I can go to 45 actually, because I'll have them under 100 here in a moment. I'll go to 45 then. It's really funny when you have 99 fighters, and they're only attacking you with 10. Ah, there we go. Got them down to 87. Let's go. And here's the point where... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We're just destroying them. We're just destroying them. Okay, the attack is repulsed. We're in the middle of building this thing. The Juggernaut is complete. It's still called Death 666. It still has 30 fighters. Aww. Okay. Terraformer, and that is the full capacity. Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense for it to be called Death 666 anymore. So let's call you... Life 777. 7. Because that's what you're doing. You're giving life back to the Earth. Terraformer activated! So the Terraformer does its duty. It's doing its job. So we're just advancing the days now. So I guess I'm going to actually get this done in an even more record time than I thought I was. 8 years maybe instead of 7. Or 9, I mean. Venus declares independence! Independent colony. Command access not permitted. If you had... Well, that's interesting. I totally didn't do that. Whoa, that was weird. That was really weird. That was really weird. What? But, yeah, we're not allowed to do anything. If you had a ship here, it's gone. You can't access it anymore. So the Terraformer keeps doing its duty. This takes a while. Titania declares independence. Again, you can't do anything. Now we'll watch the outer ring planets. They move very, 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 very slowly around the sun. Although, it's kind of funny to think that the sun is that big. And also, you can go to the inner system if you click like that. Mercury declares independence. Yep. So, just one left. And yeah, basically, it just takes however long, all of your colonies will declare independence from you. And then, hey, at least they stopped getting Martian flu. Mars declares independence. I'm not even going to bother checking it. And then a few days later, or however many days later, there's another bulletin. Earth is ready! Yeah! It shut down. It's like it detected that Earth was ready, and it's like, okay, fine, I'm done. Atmosphere stable, clear of dust storms. It's not quite the same, though. So apparently some plants and insects have survived. The cockroach is definitely among them. And apparently the moon has a seed library that they can use to plant all the old stuff that they used to have, so whatever. Yeah. So first off, colonization. Let's check on Earth now. Now it's changed. You don't even have to put another probe on it. And of course, there's deposits of all of the elements that are available, all the resources. Atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, so mutation is not possible, which is kind of funny, because mutation was possible in every other atmosphere that was mostly nitrogen. But whatever, who cares? We have our goal, an SIOS for Earth. The SIOS is complete. Go to Earth. Earth base. Advance the hour. The Earth colony is established. That doesn't look like Earth. Only time you'll see atmosphere nitrogen, life-type human. This guy's still here. Same as always, 100 kilowatts. And this is the deposits. Let's see, we have mostly water, then nitrogen, then silica, then oxygen, then iron, then aluminum, then titanium, let's see here, then chromium, then sulfur, then silver, then methane, then platinum, and then hydrogen and uranium. Which is funny, because when you think about it, hydrogen is supposed to be the most common element in the entire universe, and it's like the least common here. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, if we wait one more minute, let's go out here. So, I don't know what it means. Population 5558. CTR of 50.18. I don't know what that means. Well, anyways, let's just save the game here. This one right here, 15 September 2209, that was the last game that I completed. And that was saved just before this. Game over, 30 July 2208, CTR 67.9%, and there is the colony on the Earth among a field of wheat with the moon hanging in the daylight sky. Yep. Let's see here. Thank you for playing Millenium, and that's it. It's just done. Over. They just kick you out, basically. Okay, that was Let's Play Millenium. It was a neat, short game. So, I guess I'll see you later. Bye.